Summer House recap. Paige says she feels bad for Craig now that she's completely different. Paige DeSorbo shed more light on her long-distance relationship with Craig Conover in the latest episode of Summer House, admitting that she changed prior their split. Mark the day, 'cause I'm gonna say it. Paige, 32, told the cameras during the Wednesday, February 19th, episode of the Bravo hit. I feel a little bad for Craig because I am a completely different person than the girl he started dating 3 years ago. Paige's confession came after she FaceTimed her then-boyfriend, Craig, 36, to try and figure out when they'd see each other that month. The twosome realized that Craig couldn't come up to New York City for another week, while Paige's calendar was so booked that she couldn't pop down to Charleston despite Craig's request. I'm busier. I'm not around as much. I've changed my mind on a lot of things, Paige said during the episode, which was filmed in summer 2024. She revealed that some of her opinions on things like marriage and moving and a baby had evolved since they began seeing each other in 2021. I'm not going to apologize that my life got busier and that I think differently on certain topics, Paige continued. But also, I am trying to recognize that I changed a lot. Throughout their relationship, which ended in November 2024 after 3 years, Paige and Craig openly discussed their potential future. While Craig claimed he was okay waiting to have kids and settle down, he also confessed on Southern Charm that the version of life that I saw myself living isn't what I'm living. During the season 10, episode 4, which aired in January, Craig said that the stable home he grew up with was his vision for a happy life. Every night at dinner, my mom and dad were there with my brother. I just loved that, Craig said. The Sewing Down South founder noted that he had to adjust his timeline when he fell in love with Paige. But I think if you find the right person and they happen to be a feisty Italian from New York, things aren't always going to go how you have them planned, Craig concluded. Paige, meanwhile, broke down crying over the idea of getting engaged to Craig during season 7 of Summer House, which filmed in summer 2022. 2 years later, she confessed during season 10 of Southern Charm that she felt a little pressure from Craig to have kids even though she was in her early 30s. During Wednesday's episode of Summer House, Paige admitted that after seeing housemate Lindsay Hubbard pregnant, she was even more sure she wasn't ready to have kids. Lindsay, 38, welcomed her first baby in December 2024. Lindsay's pregnancy is actually giving me anxiety, Paige told the cameras. Let's just put it in perspective. Craig and I started dating, then Lindsay and Carl Radke started dating. Then they got engaged. Then they planned a wedding. Then they called off a wedding. She continued. Then Lindsay got a new boyfriend. Then she got pregnant and I'm still dating Craig. So I'm feeling stressed that I have to have a baby and I don't want to do it. Since breaking up with Craig in November 2024, Paige has faced backlash for allegedly moving on too fast. She denied in February that she allegedly cheated on Craig during their romance, or that she was dating someone new. Paige then pointed out that her feelings about marriage and motherhood had changed and questioned why that wasn't okay. There's this thing where women aren't allowed to change their mind, she told Elle in an interview published on February 12th. And I feel that with the kid thing a lot, people being like, you said you wanted to get married and you wanted to have a baby young. And I'm like, okay, well, I also used to go in a tanning bed. Paige explained that men don't face the same scrutiny when they hit the age of 30, but they expect different things from women of a certain age. I have a ton of guy friends who are turning 40, single, no kids, and it's like, you're such a hot bachelor. I mention I want to get a second cat, and it's like, she's crazy.